Design features on this aircraft, particularly if you get a view of it coming towards you. You can see it looks like the main undercarriage. Round they come, still in swan formation. And as they go down the display line, we'll soon see Peter braking vertical in the Yak 50. And he's going to perform a full ground fighter of the 1930s. Off goes the DC-6 underneath. Star's 18-cylinder radial engine transports. From the original DC-6 model came the slightly stretched DC-6A passenger and freighter combi with a cargo door, and then an all-passenger version of that, the DC-6B, like this one. There were domestic and transoceanic versions seating up to 89 people, and it enabled something of an airline first when in 1952 Pan American launched tourist-class transatlantic services with DC-6s. There hadn't been an airliner before that Pan Am could choose to operate that had the operating economics to make possible cheaper flights across the pond. Before the Boeing 727 Trijet took over. And in their heyday, DC-6s were used also by many European and other airlines, including famously in the UK, British Eagle and Caledonian. And the operating economics of the DC-6 ensured that it still had a role to play in commercial air travel, even after the first jet airliners arrived. Military, but they did end up in US Air Force and US Navy service. Leading them in, the Douglas DC-6B. now both live in the extraordinary Hangar 7 complex at Salzburg, built as a showcase for the Flying Bulls fleet. And this is only the second time we've seen the DC-6 over in the UK for an air show appearance. It's now the only flying example of this type in Europe. So no wonder it saw employment during the D-Day period, but not by the US Army Air Forces, by the RAF. 3 squadrons of RAF Mitchells were stationed at Duxford in Surrey, numbers 98, 180 and 320 as part of the 2nd Tactical Air Force. 320 was a Dutchman squadron, and on D-Day they attacked German troop concentrations, they attacked bridges on supply routes. Later they went on to fly from Ford airfields in France. Underneath it, and making light work of Duxford's relatively short runway, the Flying Bulls DC-6